My name is Margaret Thompson. I am 58 years old. I live in a quiet suburban neighborhood just outside Seattle, Washington. For 30 years, my late husband and I built a small but successful family business. But the most valuable thing we owned wasn't money or gold. It was our daughter, Emily. Last Saturday at 2:15 a.m., my phone rang. It was the silent alarm from our old downtown warehouse. I already knew who it was. I calmly called the police and said, "He's there, just like we expected." His name was Daniel Reed, my daughter Emily's husband of 14 months. The man I knew was only after one thing: our money. He believed that old warehouse contained millions in hidden cash, gold bars, and family investments. He was wrong, and that mistake destroyed him. It all started 2.5 years ago when Emily brought Daniel home for the first time. He was charming, well-dressed, and full of big business ideas. He told us he was an entrepreneur. Within weeks, he was asking questions about our family business, our properties, and especially that old warehouse downtown. He would casually say things like, "That building must be worth a fortune in today's market," or, "You must have old valuable documents stored there, right?" I smiled politely, but I already saw the greed in his eyes. My husband had passed away 2 years earlier, and I had learned to be careful. Daniel pushed hard for a quick marriage. He kept telling Emily how much he loved her and wanted to build a future together. But behind her back, he was asking me about the warehouse keys, security codes, and what exactly was stored inside. I started keeping records. Every suspicious question, every late-night phone call Emily didn't know about, and every time he disappeared for business meetings. I hired a private investigator quietly. Once they were married, Daniel's mask started slipping. He quit his job saying he wanted to manage family assets. He began pressuring Emily to convince me to sell the warehouse or give them access. He told her, "Your mom is old-fashioned. She doesn't understand modern real estate. That building is holding back your inheritance." Emily started believing him slowly, but I stayed calm. I knew what was coming. I made sure Daniel overheard me talking on the phone one evening. I pretended to speak with my lawyer. Yes, all the gold and cash from the old business is still stored safely in the downtown warehouse. Over $6 million worth. No one knows except me. I knew he was listening. Within days, he started asking Emily for the warehouse keys. She refused. That's when he started planning the break-in. I installed better hidden cameras and a silent alarm. I told the police in advance that I suspected someone might try to break in. At 2:15 a.m., Daniel arrived at the warehouse wearing black clothes and carrying bolt cutters. He cut the chain lock and went inside. What he found was not gold or cash. He found boxes of old family photos, my husband's handwritten letters, old business records, Emily's childhood drawings, and sentimental items from 30 years of our life together. Nothing of real monetary value. The police arrived within minutes. They caught him red-handed with bolt cutters in his hand, standing in the middle of our family memories. When Emily arrived at the police station, Daniel was crying and begging. He tried to blame me, saying I set him up. But the cameras, the audio recordings from my private investigator, and his own text messages to friends planning to get rich off the old lady were all there. Emily finally saw the truth. She was devastated, but strong. She told him, "You never loved me. You only loved what you thought my family had." Daniel was charged with breaking and entering, attempted theft, and fraud. His reputation was destroyed. The charm that once fooled everyone was gone. Emily moved back home with me. She is healing. She is stronger now. I never wanted revenge. I only wanted to protect my daughter. But sometimes protecting your child means letting the truth destroy the person trying to destroy your family. I waited patiently for months. I set the trap quietly. And when Daniel walked into it, I didn't have to say a single angry word. I just let the evidence speak.